Isaiah 55, 8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. Good day, everybody. I am off to get some food before going to the drive. So that's what I'm doing. It's late in the day again. I'll fill you guys in on everything else a little bit later. Alright, I just got back. It is 12:45. So basically went to the drive. Good discussion, good message, good discussion. Everyone was gonna go to Chick-fil-A afterwards, but today apparently was National Pancake Day, and IHOP was having free pancakes from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. So we go over to IHOP instead, and it's 9:30, and they have a line out the door, and so we're like, all right, we can't do this. So we wind up going down to Sand Lake Road, which is a little further south, and to Perkins. We go there and we eat there, and it was nice. Nobody was down there. It was very empty. So we were there for a while. We left about 11:45. But some of the group had ridden with someone else who was going to be meeting us at IHOP, but then we canceled IHOP, decided to go ahead and go with everyone else to Chick-fil-A, leaving them without a ride home. So they were going to either come pick them up or not, and then we never heard from them, so someone else had to take them, so I volunteered to do it. And so it was fun. It was fun seeing their reaction to getting into my Ghetto car. So I took them over there, came home, got back a little later than expected because of that detour. It wasn't much of a detour though, it was just a little ways off. They left their car at their church, which is the church that I visited a few weeks ago, on Sunday night. So, yeah. So that was the evening. Good, fun talk, conversation, all sorts of things. We talked about all sorts of things. It was pretty crazy. And earlier in the day, I'll catch you up to what happened beforehand. Earlier in the day, there was, I was getting ready to, or I was about to get ready to go over to the library and find out about the job that I was wanting to try out and try to get. And, whoops, trying to get my tripod. And so I decided to resend my email real quick before I did that, and I got an almost immediate response from the branch manager, basically saying that volunteering would be a good idea to help me get in the door, but it was, I guess, too late at this point for it to help me. So it's kind of like, she basically said, wait on the, wait to hear, and if I don't hear anything, and I'm not getting called in for an interview, then I should volunteer, because it'll increase my odds the next time I apply, or something like that. Something along those lines. And if I can't get any other job, nothing I can do, because I'm just not doing anything. But, if I can get a job, then blah, 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 blah. So, there was that. And she said she would forward that information to the volunteer coordinator, who shortly afterwards sent me an email saying that they currently don't have any openings for any new volunteers at the library. So apparently there is such a thing as too many volunteers. But she could put me on a wait list if I wanted to, or she could put me in a different branch if I wanted to. And I told her that I live really close to that branch, so I'd rather just put it on the wait list and see what happens. So that was positive in that I know that the position has not been filled yet, because the branch manager would have said something a little bit, sort of said it a little bit differently. because it means that she didn't fill the position yet. So I could still be looking forward to hearing from them, and with my name there, I don't know if she can pull anything to ask them to call me or something like that. She has no real motivation to because she doesn't know me probably, but whatever. So there's that. So I just have to keep going out looking, not going out, looking online, trying to find stuff. I was sharing my story tonight when we went to Perkins with someone who's fairly new to the drive, and she was like, "Why don't you just go back to Taco Bell?" And I'm like, well, besides the fact that I don't want to just go back to what I did before, and the fact that some people do look at it as not a very good job, a very low-brow job type of thing. I was once again left scratching my head and going, aside from that preference, why not? It's a pretty good question because I'm good at it and I know it all that well. So I'm getting that desperate point. The question is, do I do that? Do I go back there, or do I try something else that could be something for a little while? Talk to somebody else at the drive who works at Disney, but doesn't work as like someone who's out at the attractions, but does something behind the scenes, and he was telling me about lots of positions that were out there, including something of being on the call center or something like that. And I'm not big about doing phones, but it would be probably okay job to have. But I'm not sure. My biggest concern about Disney is the scheduling and what I can and can't look forward to having to deal with or not deal with. Wow, I've already been talking for 6 minutes. So this has been a pretty dry vlog, just me saying hi and then me closing it out with what happened today. But like I said, not a lot of active things happen today aside from when I'm out with them and I'm not thinking about vlogging anything. So, but I caught you all up with that. I really gotta try to do that more. At any rate, nothing really else to add to that. So, for Donnie, Abe, George, and me, good night, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.